Yo, what's up, everyone? My name's Dave, and you suck at programming. And today we're going to talk about some garbage I've seen you guys do, all right? In your bash scripts, I've seen you guys do some straight up garbage, all right? Let's take a look at the first script and see what I'm talking about. You want to read a file. Let's say we have data.txt. So I see you guys do stuff like this. For thing in cat data.txt, and then you echo thing. All right, fine. Maybe that looks good. What's inside data.txt, just so we have an idea? Okay, it's a text file. 3 lines. The first line is, yo, what's up, everyone? The second line is, my name's Dave. Third line is, and you suck at programming. Awesome. Pretty apt for this channel, all right? Let's run that first example. What do we get? Well, that sucks. You're supposed to read it line by line, but you've read it token by token. That's kind of garbage, but you know how to use Google and you know how to use Stack Overflow. So what did you do? You learned about the IFS, right? The field separator. So what have you done? Oh, you've set it. You've set it to a new line and now you've done your thing. And does it work? Yeah, it totally does work. I wouldn't say that there's anything wrong with this approach. That's a lie. There's definitely something wrong with this approach. It can be done so much better, okay? Don't do this. Don't mess with your IFS. It can have other unintended side effects. There's no reason to do that. You have while and you have read. You have everything you need to do this correct. Why is this a problem? Well, here's something we don't even talk about. This has to read all of the data in before it can start processing it. So let's say instead of catting the data, cat's pretty simple. What if we had a different program called slowcat? Slowcat works just like cat, except that it's slow. This is more like a different command you would run, like maybe you weren't running cat, maybe you were running something from a remote machine or you were curling something, and it could take a while. Maybe your network's slow, maybe your file system's slow. So slowcat mimics that. So what's the problem with it? Well, let's look at our third example here. What if we use slowcat instead? What's the problem? The problem is that we have to buffer the whole thing into memory. So that took 3 seconds to run. We had to buffer that entire thing into memory before we could even start processing it. That is lame. So what can we do about this? Well, we can use, like I mentioned earlier, a while read line. So this is using fastcat or just cat, and we're just using a while read line. So we can read the data here, we can process it, and it's super easy and it works and it's great. The nice thing is if we were to rewrite that to, instead of calling cat, call slowcat, let's take a look at what happens. When we run it, it processes it line by line in real time. It doesn't have to load it all in the memory. It doesn't have to buffer it first. It can stream that data. That is super useful. What's the problem with the approach? Well, we lose the exit code. That's the main problem. So in this example, what we do is we read the whole thing into memory here. We save the exit code of slowcat. Then we can process it line by line using this substitution right here. We can read in actual string data and read it as a standard in. And then we can actually get the exit code of slowcat. So the only way to get the exit code is to buffer all the data. Why is that? Well, because when you're streaming data, you don't have an exit code yet. If a command is streaming data in real time, it hasn't exited. So we don't know what the code is yet. It could stream 20 lines and then fail. It could stream 20 lines and succeed. If we want to deal with all those 20 lines as they come in real time, we don't know the exit code yet. If you need to know the exit code and you want to stream the data, reach for something other than bash. You're not going to be able to do it here unless you come up with some really, really crazy trickery. So yeah, that's why while is better than for in bash.